Well, welcome to the best damn dog food. If you're looking for the best, you found it. If you are looking to compare and figure out why I've named it the best damn dog food and why I stand on that, just follow along. But I end up creating this company and this food because there's not really anything out there that's real food. I mean, I know a lot of people who have to mix and match, and they're trying to pull information from sources on the internet. It gets tricky, it gets hard. It's a lot more difficult than just a content creator saying, "Hey, feed your dog a whole rabbit." It gets really interesting sometimes. And so that's why I created the food. I got tired of fixing everyone else's foods. I've been doing that for over 23 years now, where I was just getting food and then adding things and adding things. And then once life slowed down a little bit, I decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to start making my own food. And then I am a professional pet care provider. And I actually had clients that were like, hey, you need to sell this. Here I am. And so this is the best damn dog food. I use the best ingredients. I rotate probably 40 ingredients. Sometimes that number goes up, sometimes it goes down, because I'm always doing research and I'm always trying to perfect it. So I have no idea what's going to go on. Like, for example, recently I was listening to a podcast and the guy said, hey, most of the coconut oil is fake. I was like, oh, hell. So now I had to take coconut oil off the list and go back to the drawing board with that. And then another article was like, hey, all this olive oil out here is basically fake. You got to look for all this. So over the weekend, I had to find an olive oil, which is very expensive, a real one. And so things like that happens all the time. Getting real food is extremely difficult because most of our human food is fake. And for some reason, people don't think that the dog food is fake. They really don't care about your dog if they don't care about humans. And so that's why I created this. But it is amazing. My clients know that they can always reach out to me. They can always let me know what's going on, what's being tweaked, or what needs to be tweaked if they're having any concerns, which is what makes this food also amazing, because there's not one other company out there that you can actually reach out to them and just say, hey, this food, it's not really doing X, Y, and Z. And they can twerk it. Now they say they can make you a special blend. That blend is really worthless shit. I don't use any veggies. I don't use any carbs. And when I say carbs, that's oats, that's rice, that's wheat, corn, all that stuff. Because people who use that stuff, they're just using it as a filler. And I know some people will say, oh, well, it helps keep the weight on the dog. You're right. And so what companies will do is they will use 90% of those things and then just throw some liver or something in there to make you feel good. But in reality, it's just all crap. And so that is my biggest beef. Those are my biggest arguments, where people say, oh, well, I use X, Y, and Z. And I just say, hey, you know what? Educate yourself on dog food, because you're missing some gaps there. As far as kibble goes, there's no such thing as a healthy kibble. I'm sorry, people. I know people hate hearing that, but here's the thing. There's not a lot of kibble factories out there. So people are just switching brands, switching labels. I've seen this in person. I used to work at a cheese plant factory, and out of the same vat or the same silo, we serviced, I think, 100-something brands. So the most expensive brand, sorry, mosquitoes. We got to get out of here. But the most expensive brand to the store generic brand, it was the same cream cheese. And people don't realize that. Same thing with the dog food. If you put 10 dog food brands next to each other, most of the time you can't identify them unless they start adding certain shapes or colors. Other than that, if it's just brown, you have no idea what you're feeding your dog. And that's why I created this food. I wanted something to where people who really wanted the best for their dog, they had somewhere to go. But the irony of this is that 99% of my clients are the people with this extremely high vet bills, because after vet bill after vet bill after vet bill, they start to understand, or the algorithm helps them understand, that it's your food. Your food is the cause of like 95% of the problems you're having. And I hate to say it, but it's true. You know, your vets don't study nutrition. I know people love to listen to them. Vets don't study nutrition. And I always say, I don't want my vet giving out nutrition advice. I want my vet to focus on x-rays and the new diseases that are out and surgeries. I don't want you focused on nutrition. That is, honestly, it's beneath a veterinarian to really study that, because you go to school all these years to learn about the science of dogs. Don't worry about the nutrition. Just let someone else handle that. And before someone says anything, we do that in the human world. Something is bothering your eyes, you go to an optometrist. Something is bothering your foot, you go to a podiatrist. But for some reason, we rely on the vets for every single thing. And that's not fair on them, but most of them won't say, hey, that is not my forte. And so I am a certified nutritionist. I have been making dog food over 23 years and fixing it and raising dogs. Right now, I am a professional pet care provider. I'm actually hanging out with dogs that are not mine at the moment, and we're getting eaten up by mosquitoes. But that's why I created the best damn dog food. It is amazing. It's not perfect, but give me a couple years. It'll be absolutely perfect.